Hey guys, here we got one from Issac O, Tile Coach. Good guy, known him for years now. His YouTube channel seems to have blown up here, so awesome for him. Everything's going well, business is good. He's got his own tile store, whatnot. Definitely comes. He has a lot of people that call him that hire contractors to do a crap job. They find him online, I assume, and he goes in there and tries to help them or redo the whole job. I don't know the story, but this is real common with contractors because in the industry, it's real easy to get into the industry, at least over here in the tri-state. Easy entry, and it's flooded with the market's flooded with guys. I think they know what they're doing. They've been doing it for a year, and they come in. I'm going to do the whole house, and it's hacks all over the place. You really have to vet the people you're hiring, check their photos, if they make videos, see their certifications. I mean, you really have to vet them through because if they have no online presence, they have no photos, they have no referrals or clients that maybe you could even talk to, but typically you don't have to even get that far into it to know. Then you'll know, they're going to be able to be qualified to do the job. But I'll start the video. Let's see what they got to say.
The penny tile floor, the subway tile. I was assured that this guy had done tile for years, and this was no problem. So I was sick, so I wasn't coming in here every day checking. I wanted to kind of stay out of his way, not get him sick. And then when I was starting to feel better, I walked in here and I just started to see all these issues. For one, the pony wall that he had constructed,
we're out of plumb.
Completely crooked, not plumb. The lippage on the pony wall was absolutely terrible. I mean, you can look at this inside corner here.
Yeah, you can see because since that wall's out of plumb, none of the cuts are going to be equal over there. Or at least close. No wall is perfect, but that was bad.
Scratching tile, the grouting was messy, and so I just pointed out a couple areas that I thought were, not up to snuff there.
Yeah. And so you can see how wide the grout joints are here because this is probably ceramic tile. When you go to grout them, they really absorb the moisture quick, so you have to start washing the tile quick, and a lot of guys end up not doing that, and that's why I don't look too clean here.
He went in later and started to cut out individual tiles, and then I noticed that he was cutting into the sheetrock. He was cutting into the water, proof barrier, and I don't have the confidence that he was repairing that stuff correctly. And then a lot of his repairs still are not straight, are still crooked, and so right now I'm most worried about, is this going to be waterproof? Am I going to have to deal with mold and wood rot in 5-6 years?
Yeah, so there's a few things that we look at when we're dealing with issues like this. Obviously, the cosmetic is...
You can see how off that wall is. I mean, you're talking about an inch or more there. That's insane.
California contractor law states that we need to do things in a good and workmanship-like manner. So just from the cosmetic stuff, it needs to pass that.
The problem is that most people just don't know. They see tile work at restaurants and hotels, and they think that's the standard. It's not. Most of those places, it's even hacked there. That's the craziness about it.
But more importantly and secondly, it needs to pass the standards and specifications that are required for installing tile. We have ANSI standards, we have TCNA recommendations,
yes,
and we have manufacturer recommendations. So if installers stray away from that, they're not following California contractor license law. I'll do my best just to kind of, really take an unbiased look at what's going on here, just kind of stick to the facts.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so yeah, you don't mind us removing some tiles, inspecting the waterproofing and how the tiles were installed?
Whatever you need to do.
Okay. All right.
Wonder what this is going to look like.
With the cosmetic obvious stuff that's on the surface before I start digging
horrible
into
just from
anything.
this distance.
I kind of noticed right off the bat that we had two different tiles. The field tile is a different color white than the chair rail tile. I've done a lot of dowel tile. I don't know if this is a dowel tile, but one of the most common ceramic makers we have is dowel tile. there's a lot of manufacturers that make this 3x6, but this is two different colors. If this is Dow tile, 190 is their Arctic white, which is more of a bright white, and then 100 white is more of a warm white, and it looks like the quarter round is that color too.
Jesus Christ!
And that's kind of throughout. We have that chair rail over here. We have some quarter rounds down on the base that are the same thing, different color. So ultimately, a quarter inch.
Checking for level, it's off. I mean, everything is wrong here. We know that. It's all wrong.
But not great.
Checking the pan for slope. It has some slope. Some fancy level he's got there.
1/8 inch. But yeah, this area right here.
Nothing. Wow.
Has no slope.
Wow.
So I don't even have enough shims here.
Where do these people find these contractors that they trust to do this? I mean, they're all over the place, though. People just hire them, and mostly, from my experience, people go, "Oh, that's a good price," and bam, they hire them. Usually, it's overpriced, guys. People just don't know.
$1,000 or 10%, whichever is less on a contract. So up front, because contractor investigator will come out here for the state license board and find out if any California state contractor license laws were violated during the construction process. So they do everything from look at how the contracts were written. They will look at if any money was given up front, because contractors are only allowed in California to take $1,000 or 10%, whichever is less on.
Yeah, I'm not sure the exact laws over here in New Jersey, but it's not like that in California. I could take whatever deposit I want or need to for the project.
Contract. So they will look through the entire process, not just the workmanship. They're going to look at that too, but they'll look at the entire process, see if there are any violations of contractor license law, and then either levy fines, suspensions, or whatever they do with that. But that's independent from the bond company. So the bond company is the money part. The license, California State License Board deals with contractor licensing and fines or suspensions or punishments or whatever for the contractor. So, you know, hopefully it can come to a resolution before that. That's my hope, is that the two parties can come together and the contractor comes in and just goes, yeah, this wasn't our best work. We fell short of what we promised. CSLB investigators and the bond company will probably make a better determination of that. But I'll just state any facts that I saw, deviations from plane, and not enough slope on the shower pan, among other.
It's all wrong.
Many.
It's the bottom line, Isaac. It's all wrong, boss. It's all wrong.
You know.
Well, that's all we'll do for this clip here with Isaac, but just showing, you know, how many hack contractors there are, and they have to call the insurance companies and get into a whole lawsuit and this, that, and the other thing. It's insane. I mean, the reality is, too, and Ben from Hamilton will probably agree with me on this, is that the people that hire these contractors, typically it's an issue with the homeowner not really looking for the contractor that's going to do a good job. Maybe typically someone who's lower price. I mean, not always. There's always exception to that rule, but usually those people attract, you know, what they get. I mean, they want a lower price more than likely. I could probably put money on this job. I could probably bet on this situation here that they hired them over because the price was probably lower. Maybe they had someone that they trusted. They hired them in the past, and maybe they did a good job, and maybe this job they sent some guys out to do it. Who knows? But, you know, it's usually the homeowner not doing their homework or really vetting the contractor to get the right one and, you know, pay a good price to get it done right. The contractor makes a good living, can support his family, so on and so forth. Okay? We're all out here to make a living.